Welcome to the Webby and O'Neill channel. I'm Ryan Giggs, and with me is Webby.
Morning, Ryan.
And O'Neill.
Ryan.
Pleasure.
It is a pleasure. It's also a pleasure to have a professional introduce the show and show us how to do it once.
That was one take as well, wasn't it?
It was one
and a
take.
half. One
Yeah.
and a half.
And it is a pleasure. Now, how far can we go in this Champions League?
No, it was a great start. Against the big teams, we do well. So I don't think there's any sort of fear or worry about the Champions League. We seem to get up for it all the time. So, we can go as far as we did last year. Obviously, it was different last year. But when you play against teams like PSG and you come away with such a fantastic performance and result, why would you fear anyone?
Well, we've just seemed to have changed it round with the Newcastle game. I mean, you mentioned the Newcastle game and the way the team has changed.
Yeah, definitely. Can't like say we spoke before, we spoke last night. Great performance, deserved a victory. I would have been disappointed coming away with 1-1 draw. Yeah. Obviously, Marcus has got the winning goal, a great goal. But we're going to speak about Marcus now. We spoke before, Ryan, about how there was a bit of concern when he come back. A lot of people forgot he had his injury, but what do you make of him at the moment and what he's done with his MBE and for the stuff for the kids?
No, I mean, what he's done for the kids, something close to his heart. He's speaking from experience, was brilliant. And I think, credit to him. Yeah. He's got the MBE, fully deserved, because he's had a big effect, to take on the government and win. It's no mean achievement. But now on the pitch, he's finally back to the Marcus that we know. And it was a brilliant goal. I mean, the speed and then the finish. So it's good to have him back, and he looks sharp. He looks the intensity. Looks there, and I think Ollie spoke at the beginning of the season about the lads are going to take maybe a bit of time to get their fitness and sharpness back, and I think we've seen that in the last couple of games, and maybe some of the lads getting minutes in the international window as well has helped, and they've come back sharper and looked really good.
Well, since we last met, we've made some signings. Cavani, Van der Beek, Telles. What do you think of them?
Yeah, I mean, Cavani, I faced Cavani in my second game for Wales, and he was better than Suarez actually in the game. I didn't think he was that good. He was a real handful. Now, he hasn't played for a long time, so he might be a bit rusty. But what you're getting a centre forward, which I think a lot of fans have been crying out for. A proper centre forward who can lead the line. We've got Marcus, we've got Martial, who are half a winger, half a centre forward. Cavani's a centre forward, a target man, and he's got the experience. So, I'm hoping that just like Bruno has, he'll make the players around him even better.
Yeah, well, we've got Telles there. He's 27, played against Paris, not even met his teammates really.
Yeah.
Looks an exciting player to me. Left full back, going forward, crosses, Van der Beek. I mean, his touch, we've not seen much of him.
No.
His touch, he seems to want to be involved, just like Telles yesterday. The three signings, what we've just mentioned, they look as though they're great additional to the squad to me.
Yeah.
And they'll push the players. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I think Van der Beek, it's how he gets into the team. But when he has come on, he's impressed. He looks like he's always got a goal in him.
Yeah.
He scored for Holland in the international break. Telles, I think that's something that we've been missing. You look at Liverpool, Trent, Robertson, the goals that they provide. Now, fullbacks have to have that in their armour. They have to be that. If the wingers are coming in, the fullbacks have to create the width and, make goals. So it looks like he might have that extra dimension as well in creating goals.
Yeah. Obviously, a lot of people's man of the match last night was Tuanzebe.
Yeah.
And we all know that it was you, when he was with Louis, who brought him into the squad. So how good, if he stays fit, could he be for this club?
Well, first of all, he's a really good lad. Good mentality. All Axel's got to do now is play games. Is stay fit, play games, because he's got all the attributes. He can handle the ball. He could even play midfield. Yeah. We thought about playing in midfield when he was fit, under Louis. He can read the game well. He's quick. I think he showed that yesterday. But he's got to play games, And when he plays games, his confidence will grow because he's got all the attributes to be a Man United centre half.
We were speaking last night that it wouldn't have been past the club that after he went on loan to Villa that we sold him for peanuts. I'm just so glad we've kept him and given him time to come back from injury, and we're hopefully going to reap the benefits of that. For me, he's got to play Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, now, like I say, he's just got to bang out them games.
Yeah.
And once he does that, it's up to him to, say to Ollie, leave me out the team. I'm doing so well, you can't leave me out the team. And that consistency, he's got to produce performances like that again and again and again. But I'm sure if he stays fit, then he will be a regular in the first team.
Was Tuanzebe involved with you and Louis van Gaal when he was there?
Yeah, just about when Louis come, he was just going through a stage like a massive growth spurt. So he had a few injuries, a few niggles. But like I say, he had that time Villa, and he's just got to play games now. He's just got to stay fit because he can handle the ball.
Yeah.
He's quick. He's strong. Yeah. His mentality is good.
Yeah.
So.
Well, another player who through the Wales side especially, Dan James against Newcastle, he played down the centre virtually. Is that something where you playing with Wales?
In my last game, he played more centrally. Right. So in the game against Ireland, he played out on the wing, and then in Bulgaria away, he played more of a inside forward really. So he can do it, and I think the good thing about that is instead of coming up against fullbacks, he's more or less coming up against centre halves. Centre halves don't want to be against him. No. Centre halves don't want to be going out to them wide areas and facing Dan James. So the next thing for Dan is when he gets in them positions, is that final decision making and execution. Once he does that, because he gets in so many good positions because of his pace.
Yeah. Just before we wrap it up now, I know you're a busy man. The Chelsea game Saturday, give us your prediction. What do you think?
We've got to back up these good performances now and go on a run because of the Spurs game, because of the Palace game, we can't really afford any more slip-ups. So I think we're in good form, and I think hopefully
we're playing Chelsea at the right time.
Well, Chelsea are a weird team. Now they've had a clean sheet. I mean, they're a dangerous side going forward, but obviously you can get at them at the back. Yeah. So as long as we negate their offensive options, then I think we'll score goals.
I think he was a strange one. Rudiger, I think he's a great player. He seems to be bombed out. I'm surprised nobody got him in the transfer market. But he seems to be swapping his centre halves every game. He's not sure who he's going to play with.
Yeah, well, it's a similar problem that we've got, really. Having that.
True. Yeah.
Them centre halves. We've seen it through the years. Palace, De Bruce, Vidic, Ferdinand. Yeah. You've got to have that solidity at the back, and then it goes through the team. And Frank looks like he's got the same problem as us. He can't get that partnership quite right.
He's not getting the same stick as Solskjaer has been getting. Manchester United, it's pressure, no matter what you do. But Frank seems to be getting away with it at the moment. He's building a team, and he's got Kepa in goal, and then you've got De Gea here. De Gea to me is a fantastic goalkeeper. But Kepa seems to have lost all his confidence. Yeah, he's just been shocked.
You've just signed the kid, haven't you? Just signed the French
Mendy,
kid, Mendy, who played last night, who's been injured. But Kepa coming on Saturday made a right mistake for the second goal. So hopefully he'll play Saturday against us.
No, you don't want to be chopping and changing your goalkeeper. So it'd be interesting who he goes with. I think he probably will go with Mendy, clean sheet. But I mean, you're right. Manchester United is just big news. It's front and back page. So whenever we lose, it's always the big story.
Yeah. On that, we'll finish. Yeah. Give us your comments. It's been a pleasure having you, Ryan.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, lads.
Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back soon. Thank you.